Picture this. You are sitting at your kitchen table on a Tuesday morning. You are not broke, at least not technically. You've got a steady paycheck hitting your account every 2 weeks. You've got a car in the driveway. You've got a subscription to every streaming service known to mankind. And yet when you open that banking app, the number you see makes your stomach drop just a little bit. You are earning more than your parents ever did, more than most people on this planet. And somehow there is nothing left at the end of the month. Again, you are not lazy. You are not stupid. You work hard, you care about your future, and yet your bank account tells a very different story. Here's what nobody is telling you. It is not your income that is the problem. It is not your discipline. It is not your work ethic. It is the 3-pound machine sitting behind your eyes, the human brain that has been running software that was written 40,000 years ago in a world that no longer exists. Your brain is not broken, but in 2026, it is absolutely being exploited. In 2026, 60% of Americans cannot cover a single $1,000 emergency without going into debt. Not because they do not earn enough, because their brain was never taught to fight back. And before you assume that statistic belongs to someone else, the data shows it cuts straight through the $100,000 a year income bracket. Straight through the 6-figure earners who are quietly broke, quietly maxed out, quietly panicking every time an unexpected bill shows up. Today, we are going to talk about why, and more importantly, what you are going to do about it. The pivot and credibility gap. And I have spent 17 years in investment banking and accounting, watching intelligent, hardworking people hand their financial future over to their own psychology, without ever realizing they were doing it. I've sat across from doctors earning $400,000 a year who had negative net worth. I've worked with engineers pulling in $180,000 who were one missed paycheck away from disaster. And in every single case, the problem was not the math. The math is simple. The problem was the brain. It kept our ancestors alive on the African savanna. It helped us outrun predators, stockpile food, build civilizations. It is extraordinary, but it is also running ancient code in a modern financial world. And that mismatch is costing you tens of thousands of dollars a year. If this information helps you understand why you make the money decisions you make, and more importantly, how to override the ones that are working against you, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Not because I need the numbers, but because the next time I release something like this, you will want to be in the room. Let us get into it. The binary comparison. James versus Chris. Meet James and Chris. Same city, Chicago. Same age, 32. Same starting salary out of college. Same student loan burden. Same rent when they started. No inheritances. No windfalls. No wealthy relatives waiting in the wings. Today, at 42, James has a net worth of $580,000. His investment account grows while he sleeps. He's talking to his wife about retiring at 55, mostly equity in a car that is depreciating faster than he can blink. He is not sure when retirement happens. He tries not to think about it. Same income, same city, same decade. $557,000 gap. The difference is not luck. It is 5 decisions. Decision 1. The car James drives, a 2019 Honda Accord he bought used for $18,000 with cash he had saved. His monthly car cost, including insurance, is $210. Chris leases a $2,247 BMW Series. His monthly payment is $847. He tells people he needs it for work. He does not need it for work. Decision 2. The savings trigger. James automated a transfer to his investment account the same day he got his first paycheck at 24. $18. That is all it was. But the habit was wired in before lifestyle creep had a chance to absorb the money. Chris has been meaning to set up that automatic transfer for about 9 years. Decision 3. The raise response. Every time James got a raise, he increased his automated investment contribution by half the raise amount. The other half he kept. His lifestyle improved, but slowly. His wealth grew faster. Every time Chris got a raise, his lifestyle upgraded immediately and completely. New apartment, new furniture, new car when the lease ran out. The raise disappeared within 60 days. Decision 4, the emergency fund. James built a 6-month emergency fund early and parked it in a high-yield savings account, earning 4.8%. It sat there, earning quietly, never touched. Chris had no emergency fund. So when his transmission went out in 2021, he put $4,200 on a credit card at 24% APR. He spent 14 months paying it off, with $900 in interest on top. A $4,200 problem became a $5,100 problem, plus opportunity cost. Decision 5, the weekend lifestyle. James has what I call deliberate spending. He spends freely on things he actively values and eliminates spending on everything he doesn't. Chris has what I call lifestyle creep on steroids. He has not audited a single subscription in 3 years. He eats out because it is easier than thinking about it. He upgraded his apartment when his salary hit $90,000 because that is what people at $90,000 do, right? Both men enjoy their lives, but one of them owns his future. The other is renting it. The reframing and unsexy math. Part 1, the neuroscience of why you spend. Here's what nobody taught you in school. Your brain has a built-in bias toward immediate reward over future gain. Neuroscientists call this temporal discounting. The further away a reward is in time, the less your brain values it. Literally, neurologically less. That retirement account contribution at age 32, your brain is essentially saying, I don't know that person yet. I'm not sure I care about them. But this Amazon purchase, that hits in 2 days. Very real, very concrete, very now. It is not laziness. It is biology. And it was incredibly useful when the future was genuinely uncertain, when you might not survive to next winter. But you are going to survive to next winter. And the winter after that. And the one after that. Your brain just has not gotten the memo. The average American will earn $2.3 million over a working lifetime. Most will retire with less than $50,000 in savings. The money passed through their hands. The brain's wiring decided where it went. Part 2, the scarcity trap. In 22,626, artificial intelligence has made consumer manipulation more precise. When you open Instagram, TikTok, or any retail app, you are not encountering random advertising. You are encountering a system that has analyzed your behavioral data, identified the exact psychological triggers most likely to convert you to a purchase, and is deploying them in real time. Only 3 left in your size. Sale ends in 4 hours and 12 minutes. 11 people are looking at this right now. That is not information. That is a neuroscientific exploit. It is triggering the same scarcity response your ancestors felt when prey was visible and competition was real. Your palms get a little sweaty. Your decision-making window shrinks. You buy. And here is the dark upgrade. In 22.6, the scarcity is often algorithmically generated. The timer is fake. The low inventory notification is dynamic, set based on your individual conversion probability. The system knows you better than you know yourself. And it is using that knowledge to conduct what I call the silent heist, a slow, invisible extraction of wealth from your account, one impulse purchase at a time. Part 3, the opportunity cost calculation, the unsexy math. Let us talk about Chris's BMW. His lease payment is $847 a month. That feels like a car payment. It is not. That is a wealth destruction vehicle disguised as a vehicle. $847 per month, invested instead into a broad market index fund, averaging 10% annual returns, the S&P 500 historical average, over 15 years. $847/month, invested at 10% annually, equals $346,000 in 15 years. That is what Chris's car is actually costing him. Not $847, $346,000. And that is just one car. Most Americans cycle through 2 or 3 car leases or loans in that window. We are talking about $500,000 in lost wealth, sacrificed on the altar of the appearance of success. This is what I call the golden handcuffs. The income goes up, the payment goes up, the wealth stays flat, and the person in the driver's seat of the shiny car feels successful while bleeding financially. Now let us talk about the flip side. Let us talk about the math that actually works. The 8-4-3 rule of compound interest. This is the single most important concept in personal finance that schools never teach, and that most people do not truly understand until it is too late to fully benefit from. Here is how it works in practice. If you invest $500 a month starting at age 25, at a 10% average annual return, in the first 8 years, you accumulate roughly $72,000. Your own contributions make up the majority of that growth. The interest is helping, but you are doing the heavy lifting. In the next 4 years, you add another $72,000. Now compound interest is pulling half the weight. The acceleration is becoming visible. In the 3 years after that, you add another $72,000. But now, compound interest is doing more work than your contributions. The machine has taken over. By age 65, that $500 a month contribution has grown to approximately $2.96 million. You contributed $240,000. The market created $2.72 million. You did the planting. Time did the harvesting. The tragedy is not that people can't build wealth. It is that they wait. Every year, you delay starting costs you exponentially more than the year before. That is not a metaphor. That is compound math running in reverse. And here is the brutal kicker. If you start at 35 instead of 25, same $500 a month, same 10% returns. You end up with approximately $1.1 million at 65. You lost $1.86 million, not by spending it, but by waiting. The brain's bias toward immediate gratification just cost your future self $1.86 million. The pavement princess problem. I want to take a moment to address something I see constantly among high-earning women, and I am going to be direct about it because I care more about your financial future than your comfort in this moment. We have a cultural phenomenon I call the pavement princesses, women who drive trucks or luxury SUVs they bought not because they haul anything, not because they need the utility, but because it signals something. Independence, success, arrival. I get it. I understand the psychology completely. But when a $78,000 truck is sitting in a suburban driveway 5 days a week, being used for grocery runs and school pickups, that is not a status symbol. That is a wealth transfer from your retirement account to a depreciation machine. This is not about the truck. It is about what the truck represents, spending money to feel something in the present at the direct expense of your future self. And the financial industry loves you for it. The step-by-step algorithm. Here's what you are actually going to do. Not someday. This week. Step 1. Build your liquidity wall, the emergency fund. Liquidity is oxygen. Before you pay down extra debt beyond minimums, before you do anything else, you build a cash buffer equal to 3 to 6 months of actual living expenses, not income, expenses, and you park it in a high-yield savings account. In 2006, you should be earning between 4.5% and 5.2% on a high-yield savings account. If you are earning less than 1% on your savings right now, you are losing money to inflation in slow motion. Move it. Today, why does this step come first? Because researchers at Princeton and Harvard found that financial stress literally reduces cognitive capacity by the equivalent of 13 IQ points. When you are worried about money, you are making worse decisions with less brain power. The emergency fund does not just protect you from emergencies, it restores your ability to think clearly, and that cognitive upgrade pays dividends across every other financial decision you make. Liquidity is oxygen. Without it, everything else suffocates. Step 2. Install friction against yourself. Your brain is not disciplined, it is triggered. So stop trying to out-discipline the algorithm and start building systems that create friction between your impulse and your wallet. Remove saved payment information from every website and app. Every single one. When you have to physically get your card, type the numbers, and re-enter your CVV, you have a 10-second window of cognitive awareness. That window is often enough to stop purchases your brain was running on autopilot. Implement the 72-hour rule on any non-essential purchase, over $75. Add it to a wish list, set a reminder, come back in 3 days. Research shows that 68% of impulse purchases feel unnecessary within 48 hours. That is your biology telling you that the scarcity trigger has worn off and the rational brain has returned. Listen to it. Delete them. The research on screen-based impulse buying is conclusive. Proximity increases purchase probability. Put distance between yourself and the silent heist. Step 3. Automate your wealth engine. Index funds. Here is the boring part. Here is the part nobody makes a YouTube video about because it is not exciting. It is not dramatic. It does not require a spreadsheet, a guru, or a course with a $997 price tag. You open a Roth IRA or a brokerage account. You select a total market index fund, something like VTI, VTAxis, or FXAIX, and you set up an automatic contribution on payday every payday for the rest of your working life. That is it. No individual stocks, no crypto moonshots, no precious metals, no once-in-a-lifetime opportunities from someone in your DMs. Boring, diversified, low-cost index funds that track the entire market. Studies show that 92% of actively managed funds over a 20-year period. The professionals with entire research teams and unlimited resources cannot beat the market consistently. You do not need to beat the market, you just need to be in it. Consistently, for a long time. Boring is the strategy. Unsexy is the point. The wealth engine does not care if it impresses anyone. It just compounds. Now, how much? The answer is, as much as you can automate without feeling it immediately. Most financial experts suggest 15-20% of gross income. But I want you to start somewhere, even if that somewhere feels embarrassingly small. $50 a month is not nothing. $50 a month at 10% annual returns over 35 years. is $190,000. Start there. Increase it every time you get a raise. Half the raise goes to the wealth engine, half to your lifestyle. James's method. It works. Step 4. Audit the quietly broke life. Once a quarter, put it in your calendar right now. You are going to sit down for 45 minutes with your last 3 months of bank and credit card statements. Every line item. And you are going to ask one question about each one. Did this purchase bring me genuine lasting value? Or did it bring me a momentary dopamine hit that I barely remember 3 days later? This is not punishment. This is awareness. The quietly broke life is not characterized by poverty. It is characterized by unconscious spending. High earners who feel financially stuck are almost universally spending significant money on things they do not actively value. The gym membership they use twice a month, the meal kit service they canceled and restarted 3 times, the streaming platforms they forget they have, the restaurant meals that happened because thinking about dinner felt hard. Cancel what does not serve you. Redirect that money to the wealth engine. Repeat quarterly. That simple audit, done consistently, can free up $400 to $900 a month in spending that was happening invisibly, which at 10% over 20 years is somewhere between $300,000 and $680,000 in additional wealth. Your brain was never going to do this audit voluntarily. That is why you schedule it. Systems beat willpower every single time. The choice is yours outrow. I want to leave you with something real. It was built to grab the berry now, not save it for winter. It was built to respond to social comparison, to scarcity signals, to the comfort of the tribe. None of that was wrong. But survival instinct and wealth building are almost perfectly opposed. And in $22.6 trillion companies have built entire business models around exploiting that gap. They are counting on your temporal discounting. They are banking on your scarcity response. They are investing in your comparison anxiety. Every time you buy something you did not need, because a timer said to, because someone else had it, because it felt like now or never, they collected. You do not have to let them. The 4 steps I gave you today are not complicated. They are not exciting. They will not make you feel the dopamine hit of a new purchase or the social validation of a visible upgrade, but they will do something those things never will. They will build a future that belongs to you. Emergency fund, friction systems, automated index fund contributions, quarterly audit. 4 steps. That is the entire algorithm, the unsexy, boring, extraordinarily effective algorithm. James did not win because he was smarter than Chris. He won because he understood that his brain was not automatically his ally, and he built systems around it instead of relying on willpower to override it. That is available to you too, right now, today. The choice is entirely yours, and you are making it right now. Not someday, not when things calm down, not when you get the next raise. Right now, in the next 24 hours, you are either going to do something with what you just learned, or you are not. And that decision, that quiet, invisible decision, is the gap between James and Chris. It is the gap between the person you are today and the person your future self is counting on you to become. Your future self will thank you. I am Ava. I will see you in the next one.